I haven't actually spoke about this on the internet, but I had my first lesbian experience.
Welcome!
I know, I'm in the club!
Who's the most famous man who's ever slid in your DMs?
So Lil Wayne actually slid into my DMs.
Lil Wayne!
Lil Wayne.
That's old school. What
So,
did he say?
and he was like,
I was really drunk at a party with Paris Hilton. Shout out Paris. Love you.
just as you do.
As you do, as one does. And Jacob Elordi standing there. And I end up asking him for his number. I got his number, babe.
No!
Wait, shall I see if it worked?
Oh my God, we're about to
love how I say-
FaceTime Jacob Elordi
By
right
the way,
now.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Dream On Podcast with me, your host, Lottie Moss. And I am joined today with a very special Chezablonde, my best friend, it girl, bad bitch. Hello.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you
such a nice intro. Same to you.
I know,
Bad
I love
bitch,
that we're
it
doing
girl.
this together. I feel like we've been
Yes.
speaking about this for so long. Like, even just like before I had a podcast, I feel like we used to talk about me, like, and you having a podcast and talking with
Well,
to
I
each
mean,
other
all
on it.
we ever, I mean, if someone could be a fly on the wall and record our conversations, the shit that we talk about.
But I feel like the best.
The tea?
Do you know what? Honestly, there have been some times where I'm like, I wish there was a camera on us right now because I feel like it's actually so funny, some of the stuff that we say.
Jail.
Jail time.
Straight
though.
away jail.
Yeah,
time.
straight away jail. Straight away getting arrested.
Well, you would know all about that.
Wait. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Cheers.
Let's get into the fucking tea.
I'm going to get you drunk so that you'll spill all the beans.
Oh my God. Well, you know, well, I haven't gone on like a gossip, like me talking and like spilling the tea kind of podcast in such a long time. So
When was your last one?
Well, like honestly, saving grace because I've done not my
yeah.
bag and stuff, but I feel like we played more games. Like I didn't
Yeah.
really spill
You
much
didn't get
tea.
into the juicy
No,
bits. Because
so-
Grace really likes getting into the juicy stuff. Do you know what I mean?
This was also
She's
at the
like,
beginning of Saving Grace as well, where it was just pure chaos.
oh really?
So yeah, so it was just like
Did you get drunk?
yes. And I also filmed a podcast episode that never got aired for something that I was working on, but never actually happened in the end.
Oh, we did.
no, not you,
Yes.
not me, not you.
But
This-
we did do that together as well. Do you remember we filmed a podcast episode for a podcast?
that went live.
Did that what? Did that? Oh, it did, didn't it? Yeah.
That actually was something
Oh,
that
yeah.
I did. This is
I
something
remember
like
'cause I was
years.
talking about the guy from Celebs Go Dating that I was dating. Do you remember? And we were saying how much we hated him.
He shall have. He shall have. He's.
He
Adam
shall-
Collard.
he
Sorry.
shall rot in hell. So I've got a few questions for you, if you don't mind. So the
do
first one is, how did you think of Chezablonde? Like, how did you come up with that name?
So that is a really interesting story. So it's not a very fun story. So basically, when I was really young, I was very confused about my gender identity, didn't really know who I was, and I didn't love my name. So my real name is Reese. I know you call me Reese. A lot of my close friends call me Reese, family all call me Reese
I
still.
know people always say to me when I'll say Reese, and people go, who is that?
And they're like, and you're like, Chezablonde.
Oh, you might know her as Cheza.
Cheza. Yeah.
You don't know her like me though.
Yeah, no. So anyway, like I had this alter ego name, and her name was Cherry.
Cherry.
Which-
That's like a stripper name.
I know. Which Chezablonde is kind of a slipper.
It is actually kind of, yeah.
Like kind of wild. Anyway, so yeah, Cherry, loved the name. And then my older friend was called, that sounds so weird, but anyway, my next door neighbor. My older friend, no, my next door neighbor, Charlie, her nickname was Cheza, which is totally normal, like Charlie Cheza. And I took Cherry and Cheza because I really looked up to her and she was really cool and she was blonde. And I was like, oh my God, like, I didn't have any older siblings. I was always the older sibling. So she was like my cool, like older kind of like
Role model.
yeah. So I like took Cheza and Cherry and created Cheza, and then I was blonde, so it became Chezablonde. But it was my nickname in school. Like it was on the back of my leavers hoodie. It said Cheza.
Stop.
Like
I love that.
honestly, the way all like the popular boys in school, if they ever like saw me out, they'd be like, "Oh, Cheza, can I have a fag?" Like blah blah blah. Like, that's what
They're
they
going
were
to say something else. What was your relationship like with people in school? Because I feel like I never speak to anyone from my school anymore. I'm like literally good riddance.
I have like a close group of girlfriends from school and we're all still friends. We all still speak. To be honest with you though, like we haven't all been together in like 6 years.
Yeah.
We're all still besties and we're all still like sisters. But
nice.
those are my girls. I love
I
them
feel like
to
you
pieces.
as well went through, obviously, so you transitioned, we've already had this conversation, but just for like the viewers, what age did you transition?
I came out as trans when I was 10 and I started my transition just before I turned 12. Yeah. And then I started on testosterone blockers when I was 13, just after my 13th birthday, and then hormone replacement therapy when I was 16. And then obviously I got my designer purse 2 years ago. 2 years ago?
And she looks great.
She does look great. You've seen her.
So the first time me and Cheza ever met. Sorry to like skip over,
but I love
because I want to talk about. I want to talk about like obviously you and school and transitioning and everything. But when we first met, me and Cheza, we went out for drinks, and she ended up showing me her new.
Brand new design of vagina.
Brand new design of vagina.
Also, it was like I met you like 2-3 months after I had my surgery.
Oh my
God!
So
she was quite brand new. Yeah? Quite new, but me and you, it was so funny because loads of people say to me, "How did you and Lottie meet?" And I always say it's a really funny story because we followed each other on social media for so long.
It was so out of context that you showed me your vagina, so we just went to the toilet and you just went like,
"Woo!" But also, I was still probably on like loads of pain medication. Definitely, of course. Like, as soon as we saw each other, we started drinking.
Yeah,
and like
obviously we were drunk,
where we like Brighton Beach Club, like
oh my God,
shock horror that we met in Soho House. And
I know, yeah, right. Never ever go to Soho House, to be fair. So like, you'll never catch me there.
Yeah, I've never been to Soho House.
But yeah, so when you were at school, because honestly, like it's actually quite admirable that your friends, like you've told me a little bit about how your friends were with you at school and stuff. It's very admirable that at that age that they were still so supportive of you.
Well, yeah, because all my friends growing up were cis girls. Like I didn't have any really, I had like 1 or 2 trans girls I knew, and I like hardly ever saw them growing up. But my main girls were all cis women. So yeah, I feel like it was really amazing. They really brought me around like other straight guys. And I feel like in my circle at home in Brighton, like I have really good friends who were just like straight males, like not gay. like I know. Like, no, but like I have loads of like all my, pretty much all my friends from Brighton are all cis and straight. Which is weird because everyone thinks Brighton's the gay capital when there's literally not that many gay people in Brighton. But yeah, I feel like I helped kind of bring them into the world of queer people.
Yeah, but it's crazy because when I was at school, it was so not like that, and people were still like genuinely saying gay is an insult. Like it was so homophobic.
Oh no! I was around for that as well, for sure.
All the straight guys were super homophobic, and like it was very much like it was always like that. And my the schools that I went to, and I'm only like a few years older than you, but like. I just find it so admirable that they actually like just took you in and were like so like, do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it became easier.
School, you're judgmental of everyone doing anything. Like you wear your hair at school and you're like, oh no, you're like, everyone's like, oh my God, look at her, she has her hair like this. Do you know what I mean?
Oh no, but I was a bitch. Yeah. I was a total bitch in school. Yeah, I think because I had such a defense mechanism against myself, and I was so like, no,
can you be bitchy or are you a bitch?
No, I was a
Charlie
bitch.
XCX.
No, but I was a fucking bitch. Because I had such a defense mechanism against me. And my walls were always up because I was so paranoid if someone was going to be like transphobic or nasty. So I was just automatically just very upfront, not very nice, quite cold. Which is not my
in your favour though.
Oh, for sure. But which is not my personality.
Yeah. No, it's not at all. You're like the sweetest gem ever.
Thank you. But like,
sometimes.
Sometimes. But no, like I had my guard up for sure. So I definitely had a bitchy side because I was so worried about being picked on. So I almost picked on them first before they could say anything to me.
Did you bully?
No, I didn't bully anyone. Yeah. I didn't bully anyone. I didn't actually, but that's horrible. I would never bully anyone. Yeah. I would never bully anyone.
No, I know.
I bully you from time to time.
Yeah, I mean, we bully each other, don't we?
Yeah, for sure. Honest. Absolutely. But no, I would never bully anyone. I just think, if someone was rude to me or like I got a vibe from someone, if I caught a vibe, I would, like just kind of call them out on it first. And I definitely worked through that with therapy and, I went to anger. I had like really bad anger problems.
Did you?
Really mental. Well, I got like nearly kicked out of school so many times. I would like.
Were you physical? Like, would you start fights and stuff?
Yeah,
no way.
Yeah. I was like having fights with like the rugby boys though. Like,
not you tackling them. Like,
and I was running like 5'2", bitch.
She's like, what did you call me, motherfucker? Like running after.
You called me a tranny one more time. No, but I was so mental though. Like I remember like. They would never like properly go for me because I'd be fucked. But like, I was like, they would be like nasty to me and like slap them around the head. I remember one time, one of the rugby boys lit my hair on fire.
Stop.
And I was so mad. I chased him down the corridor with a water bottle. And he was like, I was 5'2", year 11. And he was like, 6'1". And I remember just jumping and just fucking going. I got in so much trouble at school though.
Did you ever get kicked out of school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I was literally
Not expelled though, like
was
just...
this close from being expelled from school,
Okay.
like this close, just screaming at the deputy head teacher.
I'm glad I met you now.
No, I'm really glad you met me now as well.
When you've dealt with those anger issues.
Do you know what? Bless my friends for sticking by me throughout those years, because I was a fucking terror.
I need to meet these friends because I don't feel like I've met any of these friends. I feel like I need to meet them.
You've spoken to some of them you've spoken to Vegas on the phone.
And
you've spoken, but they're cool. I think they're just so used to it now. And we all had our own problems growing up as well. We were all a bit fucked up, so
how did you get in from living in Brighton, you finished school, how did you come into the TikTok influencer world?
So I basically went to college for a year. Really uneducational at all. I come from an extremely clever, very smart family, which is shocking because I'm the total opposite of that. And I was so unmotivated by anything to do with academia. I was so bored by it. And I did a year at college, never went in, just was lazy, was a slob, had no motivation at all. And I just decided, fuck it. So I did work experience as a hairdresser, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to go and do an apprenticeship in hairdressing. Did that. Loved it, fell in love with it, was really good at it. And then and then obviously lockdown happened.
Yeah.
So I was loving hairdressing, and then lockdown came along. I was like, okay, what am I going to do? I'm bored. I obviously can't work. And I always loved editing and doing videos on my dad's iPad when I was younger, on iMovie, and would shoot random
wait, I need to see some of these.
They're in an archive somewhere on an old computer that won't charge, but they're around somewhere for sure. And I used to literally live on that iPad. I would never you would think young kid who's on an iPad, just be on YouTube or watch it.
Yeah.
No, just editing, videoing, had such a passion for it. And then, 2020 lockdown, I was 19, I was missing primal years of going out, 18, 19, what am I going to fucking do? Nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Did you still live in Brighton at that?
Still living at home at that point. And I started posting on TikTok. Wasn't doing great, but still started doing it. I remember watching people Jack Darling and GK Barry and Easy Oakley and being oh, they're really funny. They're kind of they were talking to the camera, ranting a lot about stuff and telling funny stories. And I was like, oh, I could do that. So I started getting into that. I remember
when I first saw TikTok and it was 2020. And it was when everyone was doing those dances. And I was just this ain't for me.
No, this is the thing, because that's what I thought about TikTok too. But then I saw people who were funny and I was like, oh, I'm quite funny. I can do that.
Too, by the way.
Yeah. Shock horror. No, so I saw people kind of being a little bit more, at the time, kind of more edgy on TikTok, because it was either just people just doing dances or people mouthing the world's lip syncs, which I do now, but it was cooler, I think. It was a bit more cool. It was I'm funny, I'm just talking shit. So I started doing it, and then I started doing those how many shot videos, and my account started to blow up, and then I became friends with people through social media. And then obviously I had my surgery, took loads of time off. And within my surgery, I was posting about it every day. Yeah. And my views, I look back on it now, my views were fucking insane. I was every video view was 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. My views were rapidly
I actually
growing.
remember, I think that was maybe one of the first times I saw you was from one of those transitioning videos where you were doing your surgery. And and I remember watching, I was oh my gosh, she's so cool. Because I followed you for ages and then you followed me and we'd each other's stuff. And that's how we really met. That was kind of how the friendship blossomed.
100%.
But it was so crazy. I remember seeing those videos and I was just this is so inspirational to post. So don't, because you're going to make me cry.
Oh, I love you.
No, because we always sit and cry to each other about how much we love each other.
So much. To be fair, we do the amount of time.
But I think it's so inspirational for so many young trans people that are going through the same thing or want to go through the same thing and are scared. And there's not a lot of people that are that truthful about it and post about it in the way that you did, in such a raw way, and just answered everyone's questions and everything. And I was do you know what? Good on you. Because it's it's a hard thing to go through as well. It must be a really traumatic surgery to go through. In terms of
do you know what? I didn't realize how much on the day I woke up, I cried so much.
Really?
And also because it was weirdly.
It's not even just mentally, physically, and mentally and physically. It's just I
regretted it straight away. Not now, but as soon as I woke up from surgery, I was oh my God, what have I done? I remember being in tears, and also I wasn't allowed any visitors at the time.
So you regretted it when you woke up?
As soon as I woke up, I regretted it. I was what the fuck have I done? For a couple of hours, I was really freaked out. I was also on so many like painkillers. Like my mind was not in its right self. I was so bandaged up. It was just like horrible situation to be in.
Could you not see anything yet either?
No. So I'm all bandaged up. I've literally just got like TMIs for anyone listening or watching. Yeah. Like I had like a catheter coming out of me, loads of different tubes. I was on a drip, like bandaged up completely. The surgery was only like 2 hours long, but obviously it's such a long recovery time.
Yeah.
And obviously I wasn't allowed any visitors either. So it was just so shit. So I was in hospital for a week.
How come you weren't allowed any visitors?
Because it was, I think, still a little bit COVID-y at the time. Yeah. So it was 2022. So people were still a bit like
in hospitals and stuff.
Just like careful. Everyone's still wearing masks and being, very cautious and stuff. So but I wasn't allowed any visitors, which was such a shame.
That's horrible to go through something like that, like alone as well.
Yeah, really difficult. I just wanted my family there.
Whenever I've had surgery or anything, I always like need someone to wake up to. Do you know what I mean? 100%. So like I get, because you wake up and you're so disorientated and
stuff. Like I went in on my
own.
That's
like 10 times worse than anything that I've ever gone through, like surgery wise. But like, that must be crazy to wake up feeling like so different and like, oh my God, I'm freaking out. Like,
It was a lot. It was just very weird not to have the people I love around me all the time.
Because your mum and dad are really supportive, aren't they?
Yeah, they're great. My dad dropped me off at like 5 a.m. on the way to the hospital, because it was only like down the road from my house actually, which was very convenient. But like he dropped me off, and then he literally though walked, like couldn't even come in the door. So he literally like, I said goodbye to him at the door, and then I just went into the hospital on my own. They were like, okay, here we go. So I'm only 20, 21. So I'm 21, like so scared, so nervous, tired as fuck, not a morning person at all, like completely out of it. I remember it so vividly that I remember the whole morning of it. I remember the day. It was just so weird.
Did you have any like thoughts before, like, I don't know if I want to do this?
Oh, for sure. I was like, oh my God, I'm just doing it then, aren't I? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. Like,
well, I'm just going to go now, aren't I?
I can't back out now, so I'm going to do it.
Oh God.
It was scary. But I remember, I remember getting really told off when I was getting put under, being like, you're not going to be able to put me under, bitch. Like, I'm a fucking butler anyway, whatever. I was just like,
you're going to need 10 of those syringes.
Just to get me, bitch. Like, fully going for it. Like,
and then like after what?
I think I woke up and started cussing all the doctors out there because I was so out of there. I don't know what I was like, where the fuck am I? Like, who the fuck are you?
Do you know what? I actually love waking up from surgery. Like, I find it so funny because you still like, kind of feel a little bit like from the drugs and stuff like that. But I remember when I woke up from my like boob job, and the doctor that I had was really good looking, and I woke up and my dad was there, and I was like, oh my God, where's the sexy doctor?
Oh my God, stop
the guy who did he was so hot. Like,
love that. What's his name?
Patrick Malucci. Slay. Dr. Malucci, if you're watching this, you're fit. How is your dating life going, Cheza? Because we like to talk about sex on here and love and relationships. I mean, that is just kind of my forte. It's what I like to talk about. It's what I'm good at talking about. And yeah, so take it away.
My dating life has been so obscure and like strange recently. So this is actually a little bit of an insider tea because I haven't actually spoke about this on the internet. But I had my first lesbian experience.
Welcome.
I know, I'm in the
Welcome home.
I mean, I'm not fully there yet, as you can tell. She's all fully clipped.
She needs to get the 2 off.
Sure. Yeah, but no, I had my first lesbian experience and I fucking enjoyed it. And also, so basically, I always kind of had a feeling that I was into girls.
I always fucking knew it.
Shh, what do you mean? So I always had a feeling that I was into girls. So it was Lottie. No, I'm joking. So I always had a feeling that I was like into girls, or like I had a kind of thing, but I was always way too scared to like have sex with a girl or like do bits with a girl or like just do something and see how it would go, because it was just a build up, I think.
Yeah.
And then I was just, so the way it happened, I was at Dalston fucking Superstore of all places. I know. And this beautiful girl was there. She was like tatted, like olive skin, like green eyes, red hair. So gorgeous.
Do you have a type, do you think, in girls now? Maybe.
I don't know. Like,
have you not really?
No, like kind of the similar with boys, like tall, dark, handsome with boys. I'd say like, I don't know with girls. I'm just like more of an energy thing maybe, but I've always gotten along better with women anyway. So it does make more sense that I would swing at some point. But anyway, yeah. Met her in Dalston Superstore, so gorgeous, flirting with her all night. And then it just happened. And she was like gorgeous. And I woke up the next day and like,
Did you go home with her then?
No, but we did end up having sex.
I love it. See,
But
I've
fun.
honestly, I've been like rooting for you to go this way for so long.
Well, I was so scared to do it. I was so scared to do it, and then I just did it. But then,
why were you scared? Was it like judgment? Was it like
no? I think it's just generally the idea of licking a pussy. I was just scared to do it.
I actually it's so weird. I had no doubt in my mind that I wanted to. Like, I felt like that when everyone. See, I had this thing. I thought every girl wanted to lick pussy. Like, I didn't think like when girls would be like other girls like licking out other girls. I was like, wait, hang on.
I think I said that, to be honest with you. I definitely said, oh my God, I could never look a pussy. And then obviously I was just lying to myself.
I don't know if you have said that. Have you said that to me?
For sure, I probably said that.
Oh, I don't know. You know when you're younger and you never everyone's like, have you ever masturbated? Like, have you ever thought about girls?
Sorry, okay, we need to talk about this.
We need to talk about this.
Because the amount of times that we, growing up and girls would be like, oh, I've never masturbated.
I've never. And I would like, never.
What?
Shut up.
What's good in life
Shut up. I know your hairbrush has done some damage. Like, I know.
If you can't have an orgasm, then what the fuck is the point?
If you haven't masturbated, then what's that pink rabbit doing in your chest of drawers on your side in your bedside table?
I have a treasure trove.
Do you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
You've got to enjoy it. Waiting for a guy to make you come.
I just couldn't believe it when girls would say that when they were 60 and they were like, I've never masturbated. I was like,
bullshit. You've never gone and had a little fiddle.
You've never never flicked the bean.
Anyway, what was it? So anyway, this girl. So I woke up the next day being like, so I went to Jack's birthday, my best friend Jack, and I went to his birthday and I was like, guys, I have something to tell you all. And a lot of them are my really close friends. I was like, guys, I had sex with a girl last night. And I was like, oh. And then I had a really big moment afterwards. I started crying and I called my mum and I told her and I kind of came out to her and she was like, thank God. She was like, I love this for you. You need to stop. Because I do tell my mum, my mum and I are very close. I talk to her about my dating life, not too much, but I do talk to her about who I'm seeing and stuff. And she's like, God, I'm so done with you speaking to all these terrible men. So I think she was pretty fucking relieved. Yeah. But it was a big weight lifted off my shoulders. I changed my hinge to girls and boys.
Yes.
I meant to be going on a date.
W for the ladies.
Excuse me. I meant to be going on a date with a girl tomorrow.
Oh my God, wait, how did you meet her?
Work.
Yeah,
I can't really say too much.
What does she do? You're allowed to say what she does?
No, I can't say what she does. She's not she's not famous or anything.
Yeah. But we love that though for you.
Yeah, I'm honestly dating TikTokers.
Yeah.
I can't.
No.
I can't.
I feel like it's hard to date someone that's in exactly doing what you do. I feel like that's never
It's just a weird thing. I've dated a couple of TikTokers. Well, I say date. I've been with a couple of TikTokers. They're all very different though, but no one's gonna guess who they are.
What kind of TikTokers are they? Are they the ones that are
No, one of them might be.
Oh my God, stop.
One of them I think did do dancing videos, but
they're
but normally actually, I'm not gonna lie. Normally
doing it wrong.
The TikTokers I've been with are actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
because
not the. Well, we won't go there with that one. Looks so.
We may have one in common.
Oh my God, we do. We actually do.
I didn't realise though
until I slept with him.
Well, I didn't realise you slept with him until he told me while I was. I literally went round to he came round to his house and said, oh yeah, I've slept with Lottie. And I was like,
but you didn't tell me that you were sleeping with him at that point, did you? Because I would have just said.
I think.
No, because I would have told you.
Yeah, no, you would have told me. You would have told me.
Babe, I fucked him too.
No,
I didn't know. You told me after and I went, oh my God,
I fucked.
Yeah, and then you were like, wait, you fucked this guy. And I was like, yeah, same.
Cheers.
So, slay. Eskimo sisters.
He's got Eskimo. I'm actually Eskimo sisters with so many people though. I've realised this. Well, you're from West London.
Me and half the planet.
Literally West London girls will be like, baby,
me
and
the whole of West
sorry
London.
I fucked your boyfriend in Bali, but he didn't mean it.
I just didn't mean it.
I just didn't mean it. But he says he really likes you though.
Yeah. Babe, honestly, he was just talking about you the whole time.
They was literally riding his cock and he was talking about you the whole time.
Honestly, it was not even that serious. It was literally just a one-time thing.
I honestly, babe, his hair plugs are so good I couldn't not.
Not my hair plug. What's your favourite type of man to sleep with? Because I definitely have a type that I'm it's a guaranteed good shag.
Do you know what? Guys who
what is your type of man? Oh yeah, tall, dark and handsome, you said.
Tall, dark, handsome, but I like a guy who's just very affectionate. I'm very much, my love language is touch. I like a guy who's not a softie. I like a guy who can be a little bit dominant, a bit a bit kind of adventurous, a bit fruity. I don't like too dominant. Like I had this moment the other day, I was talking about this at like an afters or something, and I had a guy round and like I had a fucking, you know, like you've watched Fleabag, anyone who's seen Fleabag, right? So you know, and you like stare off and break the fourth wall, but in your own life. And I had this guy come round, and I'm so sorry to anyone, any family members watching, but like, you know, when they're like heads on your chest and you're just like this against the wall.
Oh my God, yes. You're like, and your head is so squished and you're like, ugh.
And you're just like,
semi-choking.
You're just like dead, and I'm like planning my shopping for the next couple of days and like tax returns and just like staring off the distance, waiting for it to fucking end. And it's just like, oh, it was hell.
Do you enjoy sex?
I do when the guy makes it enjoyable for me. I had this guy go down on me for half an hour.
Really? Do you like licking out?
Yeah, I love it.
I'm not a big fan of it.
I'm a really big fan of foreplay, and then sex is like meh.
I like a good finger, but then I'm like, let's get down to the sex.
I think for me, like, yeah, like, no, see, I'm the opposite. I like foreplay a lot, and then like we'll have sex afterwards. That's fine. But I did have sex with a guy, right, who was just like so upset. It's so weird. So this is a really weird story. You know who I'm talking about as well. I'll tell you after. So basically I went round to this guy's house, a beautiful, gorgeous house in Marylebone. That's not important to the story. I just wanted to add that in. And he
just wanted to say I have standards.
Just by the way,
I'm not just going to random guys' houses.
They have
I'm
to
going
have
to
money.
Places in Marylebone. They have money.
In Marylebone. No. But anyway, so I went round to his house, and he spent the whole night, like, it was all about the build up. So he was like wouldn't like do anything. He would like refuse to come, like make himself come, and like for all night. But he didn't want to have sex. But he was just like all about the build up, and then just randomly stopped for like half an hour. And then I was like, "What are we doing here? Like, I'm just gonna go to sleep then." And then I would try and go to sleep, and then he'd wake me up and be like, "No, baby, blah blah blah." Oh, it was just weird.
What, he didn't want to like stick it in?
No.
What did you try?
I was like, are we gonna like, at one point, at the end of it, like at one point I was
like, right, what are we doing here?
That's what I said. I was like, are we gonna have sex yet? Like, what's going on? And he was like, I can't do his accent because people will figure out who it is. But I was like, he was like,
he's got an accent. Ooh, it's a clue.
No, he was a bit of a prick as well.
Who's the most famous man who's ever slid in your DMs? Man or woman, actually?
Recently, I had a very famous rapper slide into my DMs.
Ooh, tell me. I'm like this.
So, this is like an exclusive. So Lil Wayne actually slid into my DMs. Lil Wayne, bitch.
That's old school.
So fucking
I didn't realize
random.
he was still sliding in the DMs.
I mean, like, he's Lil Wayne. So
I mean, he is Lil Wayne. He
but
could,
I don't know
he could
how
slide
the
in
fuck
forever.
he found me with my 40k followers. Like,
there are some famous people that are like known for sliding in the DMs. Like,
but
you know,
I feel
you know
like
the ones
he's
that slide in.
though.
He's not. I've never heard anyone.
We know who is.
We know who is. There's like one specifically that everyone.
There's one specific American rapper. Yeah, it's completely
he
Tiger.
slides in everyone's DMs. Like,
Tiger slides in everyone's DMs. Drake slides in everyone's DMs.
Yeah,
like
does,
all of them lot slide in everyone's DMs. So when I got a DM from Lil Wayne, I was like, what the fuck? Like, who?
What did he say?
So he sent me a rose, and then I was like, and then I sent a heart back, and then he sent like a question mark. And then I was like, this is a nice surprise or something. And he was like, beautiful. And then I was like, is that you calling me beautiful? I was like boring, like whatever, like dead chat. Like,
did he have good chat or not really?
Yeah, just like kind of, he's probably fucking,
he doesn't really
stoned out of his brain.
They don't need to have good chat though, these rappers.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
All they do is like, hey babe.
No, exactly. So, but then the next day I wake up, he's deleted all of his messages, but then still kept the likes that he replied on my messages. But I've got screenshots, so I'm not bullshit. But like,
she said, I've got receipts. He did message me.
He did message me. But like he did, maybe he like found out I was trans and deleted the messages. But then like, if he's finding my Instagram, most of my reels, it's about me being a tiger. So it's like,
yeah,
who knows? Who knows?
Who knows? But so, did he follow you or no?
No, of course not. He didn't follow me. I feel like they never do. Like rarely. They'll like, I feel like rappers only follow girls who like are so clean cut on their Instagram. They won't ever follow anyone who's like a TikToker and post reels.
They follow like the girls that are like the fashion over girlies as well.
But like also who don't post about their life. Yeah. They won't post. Like I talk about my life and everything like that. Like no one wants to. Yeah,
it's so random how he found you. It's actually a really niche,
weird.
But also Lil Wayne of all people.
I know. I mean, such an amazing rapper. Like the utmost respect. Yeah, incredible. But wish it was Drizzy Drake though, mate. Fuck.
Yeah, I wish it was Drizzy Drake too because I want to go on that plane.
I don't know. Fly me out
on that Boeing 747.
Trust me. Oh, unreal.
Yeah,
but celebrity crushes.
Oh yeah, who's your celebrity? I know who your celebrity crush is.
I have 2 celebrity crushes. My celebrity crushes are Leo Woodall and Jacob Elordi.
Jacob Elordi's elite.
Jacob Elordi is elite. But I met Leo Woodall in Soho House. And
Did you have a meltdown? Because like I feel like if I saw my celebrity crush,
well, you did see Leo. Oh, anyway, we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, I have met him. Yeah.
So basically, I met him. So basically, it was so funny. So I just finished watching The White Lotus.
Why did I sound so manic? Oh yeah.
Hello. Lottie's actually coming out as trans. So basically, I just finished The White Lotus. Literally like
Lotus.
Lotus. Fuck off. So I just finished The White Lotus, and obviously he's dating the redheaded girl from it. So they both walk into her house. They were literally, so I'm like in the, in Greek Street, so our house is like the downstairs, but anyway. So I see them both walk in. They literally walk in the outside bit for a split second. They obviously see it's way too busy and then walk back out, and I go,
and you run after them like
I literally swear to God, like, please don't ban me from Soho House if you're watching. But I genuinely...
Nick Jones, if you're watching this, please don't take away my membership.
It's literally my one personality trait that I go there.
Honestly,
I go to Chiltern Firehouse.
Chiltern Firehouse and Soho House are our
Do you go to Chiltern? Have you been let into Chiltern?
Guys, it's just like every night we go out, we're like, where should we go? Soho House,
Chiltern? Like, so bad.
No, it's always Soho House and then Chiltern. That's how it goes.
So gross. Anyway, so I saw them in Soho House, and I run upstairs, but like I was so suave about it. And like I went upstairs, like, guys, I listened to all my friends, like, guys, meet me upstairs. I'm just going upstairs for a cigarette. So I went upstairs, and I was like, I walked over because my mum is friends with and went to university with his uncle. And I went up to him and I told that story, and I was like, rah, rah, rah. And he was like, okay, cool, whatever. But his wife was so nice. Like, she was the sweetest girl. And then I went over and sat on my own, like, waiting for my friends. And they were like, come sit with us. Like, come chill with us. So I literally went and spoke to them both for like 20, 25 minutes. They were asking me about what I do. They were so nice. She was such a gem.
Really?
He was really nice. He was a little bit like, who is this drunk blonde bitch? But like, he was really funny. Like, he was a bit like, he was just, very British, really funny, gorgeous.
Yeah.
But like, also, I think it kind of made it better really because
nice. Like, I love it when celebrities are actually nice in person. You're like, oh, thank God.
I know. Well, we're so nice.
I mean, me and you were very humble. So yeah.
No. They were so like, she was just so gorgeous. And it kind of made me, do you know what? Meeting her and her being so nice, like, made me fancy him less, because I was like, she's so cute.
Like, maybe you fancy her now.
Maybe, no, she was so beautiful and so lovely.
Lesbian antics. You might have to go for her
instead. Honestly, I was like, are you guys looking for a third? I'm joking. I'm not a unicorn.
So I actually have a Leo Woodall story as well, which is quite funny.
And I was also paralytic, by the way, as well. And I kept it together. I kept it together. I know I kept it together.
I would love to, by the way, because you're like, oh, I really kept it together. I would love to have seen it just with my own eyes and see how little you kept it. You're like sat with them.
Slurring my words.
You're like,
you guys are so fucking talented. Like...
You're like, they invited me over. You're like, do you mind if I sing?
No, it wasn't like that at all. I was like,
is this scene singing?
Okay, I'll set the scene how drunk I was. I was probably like 3 margaritas down.
Okay, not too bad then.
No.
Seen worse, for sure.
Oh, and me?
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, my Leo Woodall story, not as interesting as yours, to be completely honest. I was at Glastonbury Festival. I did know that he was there. Didn't know what area he was in.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically needed to pee so badly after Avril Lavigne. So funny. Like, I was literally bussing, but I was like, I can't miss a single minute of this set. So absolutely dying for the toilet. We go back into hospitality.
By the way, if you didn't already know, Lottie got VIP at Glastonbury.
So we go back into hospitality, and as we were like running to go to the toilet's like on the other side of hospitality. I was like, I need to go now. Mm-hmm. So I break in to this TP section. I squeeze my way through this little fence because I'm like, there are toilets right there. I can see them over the top. I'm like, right, I'm going.
Sorry, just to drop me on how skinny you were. Like, it just squeezed my way into this tiny little fence.
And no one could see me because I was so skinny. My waist disappeared.
Someone called the fucking popo.
Honestly, she's disappeared. point. But yeah, so I go through this little like hole in the wall. I get into the toilets and it's like really nice cubicles kind of thing. Because it was like a teepee. It was like the VIP teepee area. And so I'm in these like really nice toilets, right? There's like 4 cubicles in one toilet. And I'm stood outside the toilets being like, oh, I need to go for a piss. Obviously, I've had a few bevies. I need to go for a piss. Guys, hurry up.
How drunk
Lo
are you?
and behold, the person in the toilet that walks out, Leo Woodall.
So he's seen us both in not VIP, but like nice places, acting
like we shouldn't
fool.
be there. Yeah.
Like,
Acting like we
was like,
shouldn't
is
be
this
there.
the same bitch? Like again.
He probably was like, yeah, is this some
If he
drunk
watches
bitch?
this, be like, no, we're 2 different people.
We
and
are
we're
2 different
both
people, Leo.
love you.
But we both love you. Wait.
What are you doing?
No,
He's
honestly, I was so
gorgeous.
embarrassed. But he walked out, right, and it got even worse because he walked out of the toilet and he was like kind of like funny, like laughing because I was being like, oh, I need to go for the toilet. And then he walks down like these little steps, goes out, and I go, oh my God, Leo, what do I love you? So good in White Lotus. Like shouting after him. He's gone.
No, he asked me what's
He's gone
my
back in his tent. I'm like, Leo, come back.
I think I said the same thing and they asked me what their favourite scene was. I think to try and trick me out, and I was like, it was the one where you shouted at the girl in the car at the last episode.
Oh my God, that's so
but I
funny.
should have said it was the one where you
should have
fucked
said-
your uncle. I love
Like how your mum is fucking his uncle.
I love to see you being a bit gay. It was great. I love when I see a man being a bit fruity. I'm not gonna lie.
You should have asked him, did they use a prosthetic?
I really should have said, was that actually you? Did you
Was that
actually?
your-
Was that Joanne?
Wow, it's getting too rowdy over here. I love it. It feels like we're at girly sleepover.
I know, I love it. It's really.
This is what we're doing after this, by the way, guys. We're going to watch a horror film.
We're gonna. What should we
Chiller.
watch?
Ooh. Can we watch the Sydney Sweeney one, The Immaculate? I want to watch that.
Yes, with all the Italian nuns.
Yes.
Oh, so I want to see. Do you know
love a
what I
nun
just
film.
watched? Late Night with the Devil.
Is that good? I've seen such glowing recommendations for that.
Incredible.
Very demure. See how we drink our wine?
Very
slowly, very demure.
Demure. Very considerate. Very cutesy. See how we talk about Leo Woodall? Very enticing. Very demure. I've met one of my celebrity crushes. You've met one of my celebrity crushes.
I've met 2 of your celebrity crushes. I've met Jacob Lottie at a party. And I literally forgot about this story.
I haven't heard this story.
Babe, okay, so I'm pretty sure this is my version of events, by the way. So I don't know if this is actually how it went. I was really drunk at a party with Paris Hilton. Shout out Paris, fucking love you, bitch.
Just as you do.
As you do, as one does. And we're at this house party in like the hills. So I'm at this party with Paris. I think I was just about to leave because we were by the front door of this house and Jacob Lordi standing there. And I'm like, like literally frothing at the mouth going feral.
So hot.
And then Paris goes up to him. She knows him. And I'm like, oh my God. Like me trying to keep my composure, even though I'm like so drunk. I end up asking him for his number. I got his number, babe. It doesn't work anymore.
No. Should we try and FaceTime him?
Shall I see if it works?
Oh my God. We're about to
how
FaceTime fucking Jacob Elordi
By
right
the way,
now.
can we talk about how cool
Shut
I thought I was
Let's call him.
when I saved his number? I saved it as Jacob E.
Bye. No, but can
See
we
ya.
please?
As if me and Jacob are like on like, oh yeah, Jacob E. Because it's like I've got like so many Jacobs in my phone.
Please, let's try and call it. This is such an exclusive.
Yeah, look.
Stop. Oh my God, try and call it.
This is it. But I don't think it'll work.
Okay, try.
I think it's... I don't think it's gonna work. It's definitely out of service, I bet you. Come on. Nah, look. It's gone green, guys.
No.
Heartbroken. To be fair, this was like 4 years ago, so...
He probably has a new number now.
He probably changed it as soon as he gave it to me. Oh dear. Anyway.
Oh, Jacob. If you're watching this, Jacob.
We love you.
He's single now, I think.
As if me and you're like, yeah, well, he's single now, so maybe.
If we saw him in, Lil Wayne.
Jacob, she's single. Now we're on to the section of the pod where we do some fun and games. So this one is a new one that's been concocted up by my lovely producers, and it's called Ick or Stick. Gorgeous. And I'm going to mention a few different scenarios, and then you're going to tell me whether it's an ick or whether it's all right.
Is you're okay with it?
Yeah. Sleeping with a stuffed animal, ick or stick?
I sometimes do if I'm feeling depressed. But like,
See, I
what if a
stick with
guy
that.
does it? I don't want to be sexist, but like,
Ick for a guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Imagine going to a guy's house.
You know, have you seen Prince Charles? No, King Charles sleeps with.
No, it's not. It's Prince Andrew, babe.
Ooh,
Even worse.
See? Ick. Yeah.
That's ick. Yeah.
I thought it was King Charles.
No, it's Prince Andrew. Because his bodyguard or something released pictures of all the stuffed animals.
Insane.
Yeah, it was
Ew.
Did you watch not the documentary thing, but it was like
the film?
You know, it was like a Netflix special of his interview that he did.
Yeah, with Queen, what's her name?
The interviewer, she's a legend.
She's a fucking legend.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name, but my sister really fancies her.
And they actually recreated the scene with all the stuffed animals on the bed where he screams at one of the girls because she got the order wrong of the stuffed animals on the bed. Because they had to be in the same order every time. How weird is that?
Ew.
Okay, so that's an ick.
Sorry.
You've got stuffed animals, that's an ick. If you're a guy, it's fine if you're a girl.
Yeah.
Baby talk.
Oh, ick.
Really? Yeah, I agree.
I really don't like that.
A messy bedroom.
I mean, I always have messy, but like, I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as it's like actually, it's not dirt. As long as it's not dirty.
Yeah.
Messy's fine.
Messy's fine. I agree.
My bedroom's like always messy, so that's fine. I don't care.
Mullets.
It used to be not stick for sure, but like I'm not that bothered anymore, but like stick. Actually, I feel like the last person I slept with had a mullet.
Sticks, really? I love a mullet.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah. Kind of.
Like a kind of like
I love a mullet on a guy, to be fair, I have to say. Like,
I was in love with a boy who had a mullet.
And tash combo is a real winner for me.
Yeah, I respect it.
They need to be the centre of attention. Well, that's definitely a stick because that's you.
No, but I don't like when I like a guy who's a little bit more quiet and like.
Yeah, I know you mean.
I can't have we can't have two narcissists in a relationship. That won't work.
They want to split everything 50-50. Ick.
Sorry.
They text back one word.
But can I just say one thing, actually, sorry, before we carry on about that? If I suggest to go to dinner and I will offer to pay. Like, money's not the issue. It's the issue of being so fucking uptight about it. Like, making it a big deal all the time is an ick. Yeah. If I suggested to go out, I will offer to pay. And that's fine. I'm not expecting you to pay all the time. But like, 50 all the time, like, fucking grow up. Like, it's not that deep.
No, I agree. They text back one word responses.
Ick.
Okay. Their read receipts are off.
So you can't see if they've read it or not. It's giving shady.
It's red flag.
Red flag for sure. Ick. It's not even ick. It's just like, get out.
Yeah.
Run.
Gym selfies.
Ick. Oh, for sure. But I do gym selfies. So if they're like once in a while and you actually but I don't really
I
date
have a guy in my mind and he does them every single day. It's like gains.
But they're all
you will never
roids.
be the best version of yourself until you prove and wake up every morning at 6 a.m. and drink a protein shake. Like,
and you're on fucking steroids. So fucking wind your neck in.
And your dick's probably tiny. They shave their whole body.
Ick. Well, imagine a full-grown man shaving their fucking arms.
To be fair, a penis isn't good looking on the best of days. If you shave all of that hair off, it's a naked mole wrap.
It is.
It's a naked mole wrap.
It's like, what is that?
They're obsessed with horoscopes.
I mean, I like a horoscope. I mean, I don't know. Like, if they'll text me in the morning and be like, by the way, just read your horoscope, like, you're going to have a bad day. I'm like, no,
just seen today's not looking so good for you.
I can't have another I'm paranoid and stressful as fuck. Like, I'm so anxious already. Like, I can't have someone like that with me. So probably ick. I'm like a stress head.
All right, and that's the last one of those.
Oh,
and now
on
to my favourite segment, which is Bedtime Stories.
Okay, do it. Should I do the first one?
Okay, you do the first one.
Hey guys, I've had an absolute brat summer, living my best life, going out, drinking Aperol Spritz and being a bit naughty. I've just started going out with my dream girl and just want to impress her and have a good time, but I've spent all my money, LOL. Do you have any ideas?
Do you have
any... No, they're 25. Do you have any date ideas for me and my new girlfriend that don't break the bank?
So
get a second job.
Do you know what? I think there's. I have really good ones. Go on. The park. go for a picnic in the park because it doesn't cost a lot. And if it's like a nice day, you can just bring a little basket, take some stuff from like, you literally just go to the shop, get some sweets, get some fruit, and have a nice little picnic in the park, a little walk in the park.
Do you know what? I would agree. If you live by the sea or live by like a river, if it's still hot, 100% barbecue weather, 100% like, I would love it if like a guy, like nothing is fitter for me than watching a guy with his top off barbecuing or watching someone barbecue for me and like having some good food, having some laughs, maybe a bottle of wine, like very chilled.
A nice barbecue, that's a good idea. Yeah,
is a really
that's
cute
a good idea. What else?
A walk in the countryside.
Yeah.
Could get fun.
Also, if you have a car, you could drive her down to like a little cute spot, go for a walk, have a little walk around.
Nature is always gorgeous to connect with nature, and I feel like when you are in nature with people, I'm not even joking. Like I love reconnecting with nature. I love reconnecting with nature. I do it at least once a year. No, it is nice. It is nice to do something like that. It's difficult when you don't have a lot of money, but also I feel like fancy restaurants and all that kind of shit, it's so boring.
Yeah, I completely agree. I just don't think you have to do too much. If you really like the person, you really get along with them, you don't really need much.
You don't, like, honestly, I'm saying with you because you're my friend, but like I feel like we have the best time when we're just like at home watching a film and having jokes.
100%. That's another really cute idea. Buy some sweets, put a movie on.
Honestly, Netflix and fucking chill. Go back to the basics. It's a vibe.
My boyfriend's cum tastes like smoked salmon. I love smoked salmon.
I love smoked salmon too.
I actually love smoked salmon. That's not an issue for me at all.
Wait, so is that the whole thing?
No, that's not the whole thing. It gets so much better. It gets so much better.
Brunch?
Literally, me and you at brunch.
Fuck slug and lettuce, babe.
I know how mental this sounds, but it's 100% true. I'm half tempted to take a piece of Philadelphia and toast to bed with me. Literally what we were saying. Do you know anyone who's experienced some mental tasting love juice like this? Apologies.
Love juice is crazy. Sorry, love juice is wild. Who the fuck?
Because it's not love juice. It's not loving me, I'm not going to lie.
It's not love juice.
Apologies that you had to read that, but I just had to share.
You're not, don't accept your apology.
Kitty.
What's her name? Kitty, babe. Love juice is wild.
The way she said, I'm half tempted to get a piece of Philadelphia and put it on some toast.
If you're very comfortable in your relationship, talk to your boyfriend and say, you'll come really taste this.
I honestly would just speak to him. I would honestly say, baby.
I mean, go for it if you really want eating right now. But like,
I would say, I don't know what you've been eating right now, but the diet has to change. Because you know it does taste different and changes.
With what they're eating.
Apparently.
I don't really notice the taste. I just kind of...
I've never swallowed it.
You've never swallowed?
Never swallowed in my life.
See, I've rarely spat.
Ever.
That's crazy.
Babe, I've literally...
Oh my God.
I've only ever attempted it once and I almost threw up.
See, for me, I don't really taste it because I just gulp it and go.
Oh God.
So vile.
Gulp it and go. Jesus
Gulp it and go.
Christ. So what advice have
apparently it breaks down loads of acids in your stomach and keeps you skinny.
That's bullshit. Some guy told you that, didn't he? Because you know what's so funny
that's a rumor from the gays. That's a gay rumor. That's a rumor.
That's a gay rumor. Yeah, one of the gays.
Baby, don't worry, like
those gays spreading their
those twigs giving me those bullshit advice.
Yeah. So what advice do we have? I would say just speak to him about it. I mean, if he doesn't, because he probably doesn't know, he doesn't taste his own cum. I would say, hey, have you changed your diet recently? Maybe you could eat some, the pineapple? To make your cum taste better.
I mean, if she likes the taste.
Or even just stop swallowing it then. Don't have it in your mouth. Just
stop. Do you know what, babe?
Take
if
a
you're noticing that, stop fucking giving your boyfriend a blowjob. Just relax with the blow. Actually, don't stop doing that. But just, I don't know, girl.
You don't know, do
I think she needs to get more head. That's what it sounds like. My boyfriend has an obsession with astrology and it's starting to piss me off now.
That's what you just said.
He has crystals all over our flat, which I don't really mind, but now he won't make any decisions without looking at our star signs. A few nights he refused to book us a table at an Italian restaurant because Venus was in the wrong house. Or something like that. But the real issue is that he's delaying introducing me to his family until the star charts align with apparently might not even happen for months. Should I wait for it to happen?
That's a load of bollocks from him.
I think that he's making up, no offense, I think he's making up excuses I think he's kind of projecting his anxiety and using it within, because I'm very spiritual and I love all that stuff, but that's...
I've never met a man that's that interested, like Megan Fox level interested.
That's a lot.
That's too much
I think
for me.
like that's not. I think like
because it's what you can tell. You can tell he's doing it in like it's not in a healthy, like cool Megan Fox way. It's in a oh, I'm using this as an excuse.
Yeah, it's kind of giving Jeffrey Dahmer. It's kind of giving.
I'm so sorry. We actually can't be together right now
because
our
houses
houses aren't in the same.
We can't date because our houses. No, like
that
weird.
Would be one of
it's giving Zodiac killer. It's giving like
Zodiac killer.
I think like there was a Zodiac killer.
I know.
Babe, I'm not gonna lie. I think this guy is not for you.
He's taking you for a ride.
I feel like he's definitely taking you for a ride and not the good kind. I think that he's just using this as something to put it off. If you genuinely really love him, talk to him, try and resolve this because I feel like he's trying to give you some sort of an excuse. Like if he doesn't want you to meet his parents, either his parents are nuts
These are all
or
very
he's nuts.
niche issues, and I
They
love
are.
Like to be fair, like honestly, I'm quite good at advice. I'm never good at taking my own advice, but I'm good at giving it.
Yeah,
but
I'd say that's true.
Yeah, these are some niche things. I'm not gonna lie. Hey guys, so here's a weird one for you. Like we haven't already had 4 weird ones. I work at a small company, and we've got a parrot as our office pet. Everyone loves Pablo, the parrot, because he's hilarious and can mimic our voices perfectly. It was all fun and games until Pablo started squawking, "I hate this job," and the boss is a twat in my voice. I've never said those things, at least not out loud.
Go.
Lies!
Stop lying.
Lies!
Why are you lying for?
Why are you lying for? Because babe, like they don't mimic unless you've said it. They mimic from the sound of your voice. Now my boss is being really cold to me as she thinks I'm the one slagging her off. How the hell do I convince everyone that I didn't say these things and that Pablo's just having a laugh at my expense? Ben,
babe, baby, Ben.
Have you not maybe uttered the words, fuck this shit? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that parrot's not creating it out of nowhere. Unless, I don't feel like parrots have banter like that. He's like, do you know what's really going to piss Ben off? Do you know what I mean?
Let me just fuck with Ben for a minute. Like,
he's like, everyone, I'm going to fuck with Ben. Don't tell him.
Take several seats.
Parrots aren't that clever.
No, they're not. They're not fucking dope.
I'll give them a lot of credit that they can do that. I find it crazy that they can mimic and stuff like that.
But to be fair, they know like what this is like. If I held, you can held like different materials up to them. So if I held my lips up to them, they'd be like plastic. Do you know what I mean? They know what. If I put my face to a parrot and they recognise, they'd be like silicone. Like, do you know what I mean? No, but like
that's
Ben,
crazy.
honey. I mean, for your job's sake, it was
get rid of the parrot. I reckon kill the parrot.
Parrot is a fuck. Why would? Do you know what? Work pets are roasted for dinner. I know.
Roast it for dinner.
Parrots, like
set it free.
Work pets are wild. Like if I had a work pet, when I was working as a hairdresser, if we had a work pet, the first fucking.
What was it?
No, if we did, like working as a hairdresser, like hairdressers are mental, and half of them were alcoholics. So it's like God, like working with. If we had a work pet, that shit would be dead in a day.
Yeah.
Like genuinely.
I think it's quite cute, but I do think he has to set it free. I feel like I take back kill it. All right. Because that was quite savage. But like set it free.
Barbecue
open
sauce.
That cage, open a window, lock up. Be like, don't worry guys, I'll lock up today.
In the UK?
Probably not. He needs to get rid of a problem and we're here to help.
Okay. Ben, you know what to do. We're not telling you to let the parrot go, but all we're saying is maybe leave the cage open, see what happens, save your job, hon. If you really like your job, then keep your job. Definitely. If you don't like your job, take the parrot with you.
Well, I think that wraps up today's episode. It
was gorgeous. I
love you so much. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. I'm so proud of you.
You're gorgeous. I'm so proud of you.